in every office across America, untouched by drama, unnoticed by the micromanagers, and completely exempt from the soul-crushing extra work that everyone else is drowning in. They aren't the loudest in the room. They aren't the ones fighting for the spotlight, and yet, they are the ones who seem the most relaxed. You might think they are unimportant, but in reality, they have mastered the ultimate corporate survival skill, invisibility. While everyone else is busy leaning in until they fall over, the invisible professional is leaning back and enjoying the view. Today, we are breaking down why being invisible at work isn't a sign of weakness, but a high-level strategic move that can save your career and your sanity. We are exploring the hidden power of staying off the radar in a world that never stops watching. But before we reveal how you can disappear in plain sight, do me a huge favor and hit that like button right now. If you want to learn more about the art of social survival and how to protect your peace, make sure you subscribe to Playing Possum. We are building a community of thinkers who know that sometimes the best way to win the race is to make sure nobody even knows you're running. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this entire video because we are about to change the way you look at your 9 to 5 forever. The concept of the invisible employee goes against everything we are taught in school and in hustle culture seminars. We are told to be bold, to be seen, and to make sure our names are on everyone's lips. But here is the cold, hard truth of the modern U.S. workplace. Visibility is a double-edged sword. When you are highly visible, you are the first person people think of when there is a success, but you are also the very first person they think of when there is a problem, a deadline, or a pile of boring administrative work that needs a leader. Being visible makes you a target. It puts a neon sign over your head that says available for stress. This is where the wisdom of playing possum comes into play. Just like the opossum doesn't go out of its way to pick a fight with a predator, the invisible worker doesn't go out of their way to be noticed by the higher-ups. They understand that in a corporate environment, being average is actually the safest place to be. If you are too good, you get everyone else's work. If you are too bad, you get fired. But if you are invisible, you are left alone to do your job and go home on time. Invisibility is about managing the flow of information. It's about knowing that you don't need to have an opinion on every Slack thread or a comment in every meeting. Think about the office hero, the person who is always the first to answer an email at 9 p.m. They think they are winning, but all they are doing is training their boss to expect them to be available 24/7. They have traded their freedom for visibility. The invisible worker, however, has set their boundaries through silence. They do their work well. They meet their deadlines, but they don't perform productivity theater. They don't announce every small win. By doing this, they stay under the radar of expectation. When the boss is looking for someone to stay late on a Friday to fix a mess they didn't create, their eyes slide right past the invisible person. Why? Because that person hasn't made themselves a go-to resource for misery. They have practiced the art of playing possum so well that the management assumes they are already at capacity, even if they are just having a peaceful afternoon. Let's talk about the gray man theory applied to the office. In survivalist circles, a gray man is someone who blends into any environment so perfectly that they are impossible to remember. In the office, this means dressing in a way that is professional but unnoteworthy. It means having a desk that looks occupied but not cluttered. It means being friendly but not best friends with the office gossip. When you are a gray man, you avoid the politics that destroy so many careers. You aren't part of any clique, so you aren't an enemy to any other clique. You are just there, and being just there is a massive advantage during layoffs or restructuring. Managers often look for the loud problems or the expensive stars when they need to make cuts. The invisible worker, who quietly does their job without causing a fuss or demanding a massive raise every 6 months, is often the safest person in the building. They are the reliable background noise of the company. That is a great question, and the answer is maybe. But you have to ask yourself what a promotion actually costs. In most American companies, the invisible professional has done the math. They realize that by staying in their current role, mastering it, and becoming invisible, they can achieve a work-life balance that no manager could ever dream of. They have effectively played possum with the ladder of success. They aren't stuck in the rat race because they've stepped off the track and are watching from the sidelines. This is the heart of what we discuss here on Playing Possum, redefining what it means to win in a world that is designed to drain you of your energy.